Alright, so I'm right in the middle of a beat, but it sounds really good. So I wanted just to show the mixing part of it, and maybe some more layering, and then the structure of it. So let's just jump into it. Alright, so I can go through the sounds first. I layer down this MIDI right here. Nothing too special about it. Put it in a lot of reverb. Then some EQing. This is actually going to be in the bottom. There we go. Takes it with mechanical noise. And then I put some halftime on it. Then some effectrix on it. Really just to give it variety and some flair to it. So I'm going to just show you without all the effects. So it has, it's really shallow without all the effects, but it just gives it a really cool kind of effect. Then I put a dune pad, I think, on that. It's a bell, actually. It's just the same, what can I say? It's the same melody, same layering out, just that on the mixer track, I put some crusher on it. It's really smoothened out though, so you really can't hear it that easily. On the low filter, I put some phaser on it, took it down on around 50%. Then I put some reverb on it just to make it kind of dreamy. It's supposed to just be in the background, just to be kind of texture. And then I EQ'd the lows so it won't clash. And then lastly, I have an Electra X sound right here. It's a synth, the Remember from the Bass Goddess Fantasy Sounds pack. And it just follows these notes mostly, but I just pause them for the second part here, and then they come right in like that. So I can just play these two sounds because I didn't previously play them. Then I got to the hi-hats. This is more like a shaker hi-hat more than anything. I took hold on it so it won't go any longer than it's supposed to when you put it in the middle like this. So it stops immediately right after, right here, instead of going all the while. So as long as I hold it, the sound lasts. So basically that's all I did with the hi-hats. Other than that, it's just a regular clap. The 808 took out some more. I just cut it a bit shorter so it won't be as deafening as it is, because it's a loud 808 and I didn't really want it to be as deafening as it was. Other than that, I just put I took out some of these mid parts because it was kind of a soft kick in there. I wanted to take that out just to give the kick as much space as possible. Then some love filter, it's some hidden sauce just to kind of amp up the sound and make it more expressive. And then kick, I took out some of these highs because it has an annoying high sound, this kick. I can show you. It's not that noticeable in the whole mix, but it kind of annoyed me listening to it a lot of times. Other than that, we just have a regular symbol just to start the track. I'm actually going to offset it. Offsetting it is basically just picking another start point for the sample to start. So now it starts right here instead of right here. There we go. And then I put in another addictive keys with the Grand Noir, and I just basically took the same piano roll. I just ducked it one scale down, so it kind of is in the lower end. And on that sample, I put some halftime on it, some parametric EQ just to take out these lows right here, because I want that space to kind of be taken up by the kick and the 808. And then I put some Valhalla vintage verb on it just to make it kind of atmospheric. It's still going to be noticeable, but it's kind of going to be the atmospheric and the low end of the track. And then I put some effectrics on it. Firstly, it reverses, then it kind of tape stops, and then later on it loops kind of faster. I can show you. So it's really just a lot of effects, which gives it a beautiful kind of atmosphere. The last effect is just, again, an EQ, just to take out the lows. If any of my sounds are really expressive, then I need to take out the lows, because if they use a lot of that space. For example, this clap only uses this part right here. Maybe I don't really need to EQ it, but when it comes to instruments that are so expressive like pianos, I need to take out the lows, because if not, it's just gonna clash with the 808 and it's gonna sound really messy in the low end. Especially, that's also why I take out this low mid right frequency right here, because a lot of 808s and kicks start off here, so when the kick and the 808 hits is not gonna hit as hard if this is clashing with it. So I just took out a lot of it right here. So without it, it sounds really bare. So therefore, I took on some of these effects just again to make it a lot more, for the first part, just fitting in with the original piano roll right here. But other than that, it just sounds really good together. They just beautifully fit together, so I really like that. Other than that, I really need you guys to check this shit out. Addictive Keys is a really good plugin. I love this plugin. The Grand Noir is my favorite sound from it, so I just wanted to have an atmospheric piano, so I use that one almost all the time because it's such a good piano. Now I'm going to shut up for a while because I'm going to mix the track. I'm going to do a little bit of easy mixing since I don't have a lot of time to mix. I'm going to basically level out the sounds so that they kind of fit in each of their role. And then I'm going to just put some compression on it just to make it louder. And I'll explain a little bit more when I'm done mixing. so I'm just gonna describe a bit what I did. Firstly, just singling out each and every instrument is a really good idea, just to get kind of a good feeling for how you're gonna level it. So I kind of was a bit stupid right here with that. I did all these three melodies, but I forgot that I had this one too. So I kind of did that at the end. If you didn't see, I singled out both of them because they're supposed to kind of level to each other. If one of them is louder, it kind of gets kind of unbalanced. So I just wanted to balance them with each other instead of balancing them in the mix with everything that's already balanced to these. So after that, I just singled out and put in every note, every sound with the level that it has. Because the higher the sound, the later it's gonna come in, the better it's gonna fit into the track. Other than that, I just put the compressor on it, just put up some gain just to give it more, just make it more louder, really. This is just a trick I like to use by myself, but it's personally a really good idea. What you're basically doing here is you're putting the mix in mono, which means that the sound is centered right in the middle. It's really easy to hear if you wear headphones, because if you do like this, it's going to be kind of stereo and around you, but mono, it's going to be, the sound is going to be centered and everything is going to be packed in together, so you can really level it. It's a really good method of just leveling sounds. So now I have, if you didn't see, I made some of these, which is just because we only have one, or because I only have this piano roll right here. I just wanted to have variation by scaling it up and down. One of the scales is also the highest scale right here is fitting a lot more better with this lower scale one. So I'm planning on using those two together, but when this piano, I think, is the one that's gonna be together with the Electrics and the Dune. So I'm just gonna layer it all out and then I'm done. Alright, so I've just layered out everything. It's not done yet as of mixing and all of that. I'm just gonna go a bit deeper into it once I'm done with the video, but that's just basically how I try to master tracks. The mechanical sound is actually playing in the background here. Wait, yeah, it's actually going through the filter. Wait, let me just... No? Okay. Anyways, I did take a longer bridge right here. It's just a bit, just to get a bit more anticipation and build up. I don't know if I'm gonna really use risers, as it can be kind of annoying to listen to. So I just think it's gonna be just like building up itself. I really do think it was a cool idea to have like these different scales all through the track. It kind of makes it kind of feel more alive, not just stale, ear bleeding. But yeah, this was a fun track. I appreciated making it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, please leave a like, and please comment if you want to give me any recommendations on what I should do next. Thank you for watching.